Okay, we are with North Miami Mayor Kevin Burns, Democratic candidate for U.S. Senate. Thanks a lot for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me.
You know your candidacy is a little bit challenged when your biggest burst of publicity is sitting in front of Adam Smith with this jiggling video camera. But thanks for joining us.
Well, I heard you're the man to come to, so I'm here in Tampa.
Give us a sense. People don't know you. We've got two other Democrats, significant Democrats in the race: Kendrick Meek, Dan Gelber, both from Miami-Dade, but both with some statewide recognition. Why should we take you seriously? You're mayor of a city most people don't even know exists.
Well, we're a typical city in Florida. My particular community, North Miami, is 50% African American, 23% Hispanic, and another 25% Anglo, and then mixtures of other. And so we're a working class community being affected by all the ills that are facing our economy today. I've been elected mayor twice, and I have done a fantastic job if you go back and see all the initiatives that we're doing. As a mayor, I have to solve the problems. I don't have time to bicker and worry about certain things and poll every issue that we're going to do. We have to solve problems every day. And that's why being the mayor and the experience that I bring to the state level or to the U.S. Senate race will be refreshing, because I don't think people in Washington have a realistic view of what's happening on the streets. I hear it on the streets every day. I have to respond to my community every day.
Give me an example of a significant problem or issue that you've tackled and successfully in your city.
Well, education problems, where everybody's focusing that we have to do something. In my city, there was not a brand new school built in over 50 years. The school board was trying to build another school but didn't have the land and didn't have the money. So I negotiated with them not only to build one new school, but 5 brand new schools, 2 senior high schools, a new elementary school, and 2 middle schools or K through 8s. We provided city-owned land. We did a land swap, and we helped them get helped them get the funding for it. Instead of talking about it that it could never be done, we have 3 of those schools are open today in less than 3 years. I have 2 more that are going to open up at the end of August, so that's for 5 new schools. Education is the biggest problem we're facing in Florida, or one of the biggest problems we're facing. And so I saw an opportunity to solve the problem by creative negotiation between myself, the school board, the city, and even the state legislature. I had to help get Jeb Bush, the former governor, to give me back a piece of property that the city had leased to the National Guard.
All right, let me stop because we do this pretty quickly. So you are an openly gay candidate. That's one thing that sets you apart from Meek or Gelber. You're here in Tampa talking to the GLBT group. Is that are you the gay candidate in this race, or how significant is your sexuality?
Absolutely not. I just happen to be a candidate that happens to be gay. This is a group that invited me. I've been invited by Jewish organizations and black organizations and churches and lots of other groups. So just like we're not going to refer to Mr. Meek as the black candidate and Dan Gelber as the Jewish candidate, it's unfair to say that I'm the gay candidate. I just happen to be a mayor of a city running for the U.S. Senate that happens to be gay. It doesn't define everything that my policies are about.
The class size amendment, one of the issues being debated in Tallahassee is do we need more flexibility with the class size amendment? Maybe have school-wide averages for class size. Does that make sense as a significant cost savings?
Well, I saw the firsthand what the cap size amendments did and didn't do, and that's one of the reasons we got some new schools, because the school board was mandated. I believe with the shrinking enrollments that maybe we can look at them again and maybe tweak it. However, the overall concept of the plan was sound.
Is there any issue where you significantly differ with the Democratic orthodoxy?
Most of the Democrats that are going to be in this race are going to be pretty much similar on their philosophy of government, I think. What we're going to do is how to execute it. I believe in getting the work done, negotiate, work with people on both sides of the aisle, because you cannot be down partisan lines constantly and bickering. Nobody in Washington wants to solve problems. I'm very encouraged with the change that's happening in Washington. We have the new president. He's trying to reach out. But I hope that lasts and that it doesn't become stalemates again and ideologies keep us apart. There are serious problems out here. It's going to take serious solution, and it's going to take people working hard. The career politicians that have been up in Washington for all these years, and say the same thing, the career politicians in Tallahassee, it's deadlocked, and it's the same garbage going in, same garbage coming out. And the
Single payer health care, yes or no?
we need more information. We need more time to look at that.
And one last question. President Obama just signed a massive omnibus spending bill, thousands of earmarks in there. Given those earmarks, should he have vetoed the bill?
I think he was stuck, that he had to deal with that budget was left over, that was negotiated a long time ago. He was stuck with it. Let's see what happens in the new budget coming forward, and we'll see where it goes from there. I believe that he won't be doing those type of earmarks again. I think that they're wrong.
Mayor Kevin Burns, thanks a lot.
Thank you for having me.